Hi everyone, and welcome to part 4 of Colley's Curve refurbishment. I've now moved inside because it's wet and cool out there, and we don't have any snow yet, thank goodness for that. But I've been plugging away, doing a little bit of painting underneath, some wiring, and sort of organizing the foam work on the module, as you'll see in a few minutes. I was going to put the vehicle bridge back on, but it just doesn't look right the way it is now. And the same with the river. The river that for this module being the size that it is didn't look good in the small space, so I've elongated it across the module and added a bridge or a skewed bridge. I had an Atlas single track little bridge thing, so I cut it in half and took the track out, and we'll place it on the river, as you'll see where I'm at. Things I have to do now are put on the track and that sort of thing, so you'll see as I go along here. Today I'm going to be painting the underside of the module. It's a color called dried bark, which is what the club uses on all its modules underneath. It makes it look neat and tidy, and it's easy when you're doing the wiring because you can see everything. I'll start off by painting, but I'm not going to show you the whole thing. Once I get it all done, then I'll do some more. So here we go. I'll put on 2 coats to cover everything off. The first coat just sort of sinks right in and that sort of thing. Well, finally got 2 coats of paint on the underside of the module, and now it'll be time to flip it over and start working on the upper side on the tracks. Okay, I now started doing the wiring underneath before I do anything else, and as you can see, I put in a barrier strip, and there's also a telephone jack box for the RJ12 cables to the UP5 panels, which I will put in later towards the end. I've just strung the wire out, as you can see. We have these, we use these things in Fremo called Cinch Jones plugs, and I don't know if you can see them or not, but this is for the auxiliary bus, which are the red and white wires, and the Cinch Jones are male and female, and you put a male and female at each end of the module. As you can see over here, there's 2 whites, 2 blacks, that sort of thing. The wires themselves are, the black and the white wire are the main bus, and they're 12 gauge stranded, and the white and the red wire are 14 gauge stranded for the auxiliary bus. And that's about where I'm at now. I'll give you a look at it once I get it all done. Okay, now got all the power and accessory lines in, and the next step will be to turn over and put in the tracks. As you can see, the Loconet cable is all ready for the UP5 panels, which will go right there. Those I won't put in until after I've done some scenery, because I want to put in the hardboard and raise it about 12 inches so that we've got some height on the scenery base. I've now cut out where the riverbed's going to be and tacked down the cork road bed. Originally I was going to have the river go around like through here, but it was not long enough, that sort of thing, so I made a longer one and from side to side and sort of cut across. It's a little bit different than what John Colley had on his original, but I think it'll suit the purpose. In the middle here I've just tacked the roadbed down, but I'm going to put a bridge in here. I have to build it, but that's what's going to go there. Sort of a mock-up of the way the module is eventually going to look. I had a single track CN Atlas bridge, and so I just cut the track out, and I'm going to put it in like so. I'll cut the styrofoam and put in some bridge abutments for the river. We'll sort of give you a bird's eye view of how things are going to look. Still debating about whether I should put the overhead traffic bridge back in. I'm really not that keen on it, but we'll see as I go along. Okay, that's just about it for part 4. The next pieces I'll be doing will be obviously laying the track and getting this little makeshift skewed bridge organized. Then I'll get into some serious scenery making, I would imagine, so stay tuned. We will continue on at our snail's pace, but we're getting there.